Hey guys, welcome back to It's Just Complicated. Today we have a very special guest, my best friend Nayara. Welcome.
Thank you. She said it. She said it. My best friend. One of her best friends.
I think we'll talk about this later because I have a question for you on the best friend thing. But I feel like best friends have shelves, and Nayara's like on my best friend shelf. You guys are like my cousin's best friend.
Oh, snap! That's crazy.
Whoa!
Wow.
I just started a fight.
I don't want you guys. Yeah, exactly. Not fighting and
we're
putting
gonna
my
get-
name in there because
She's a woman of God. We're not doing that to her.
Wow, we're gonna take this offline.
All right. Well, let me let her introduce herself. Nayara.
that's me. Yeah, I'm Nayara. Married, mom of two, and I'm a stepmom too.
You're 28 now.
I'm 29.
29 already.
29.
29.
Me too.
I'm a stay-home mom.
Fun. We got two of them here.
Stay-home mom. What else? I'm an influencer on Instagram since 2019. And I like to share about my daily life, my daily routine, and my married life. Motherhood. Yeah.
Products that you like.
Yeah.
She's very
share
real.
everything.
She's a realist influencer. Like when we say real, you know how we talk about how people on social media, it's not really real life. It's just like pretend life. People just show them what they want to show.
I'm the same thing.
Really?
Here and I am. No, I'm. Yeah,
You're
I'm
the same
100%
person, right.
me. I'm the same person.
I get this question
online.
a lot from people that they're like, is Nayara really the way she is online? I'm like, she is exactly like that. Like Saint Chirane for.
Yeah.
Like that is exactly.
You'll see her in her car, hair up, no makeup,
Exactly.
recording,
talking about something. And I'm like, wow, she's so brave.
showing the mess at her house, the load of laundry
I try to stop because someone told me I had to, but you know what? That's not me.
That's the best part.
Exactly, and that's how people used to relate to me because of the messy hair. We're not always, dressed up, and
Ever.
that's not me all the time. I try to, and I like to do the basic stuff all the time, which is a shower,
The basic, the bare minimum. We like to shower here.
to shave, but you know what? I have kids, I have a house, I have a husband to take care of, and I do not have time to be perfect all the time. So that's what I like to show people, that I am real. And yes, I am. I know Dani gets this question because she told me once, and a lot of people ask about it because there's a lot of people out there who definitely post a life that they wish they had instead of the one they do have. And I know a few, so
dropping names after on the comments. Just kidding.
Stay tuned till the end.
I would never. I would never.
All of them.
I would never. And you know what? My husband watches every single one of my stories.
Aww.
And one time he told me, if you lie on social media, that's say you're not exposing our family anymore.
I think that's fair.
It is.
That's nice.
Yeah. That's what he tells me, because he supports me in every single step I take. If I want to show, he told me, don't you think that we're like showing too much and people know exactly where we live, people know exactly what you do, where you are. And I was like, if you want me to stop, I'll stop. But you want to sit a second, and I would, if I don't post, that's how much I would be spending per month to do all my girly stuff. And then he goes, oh no, you can keep going.
Keep getting those sponsorships.
Yes, so that's the part I love about posting.
I also think that like a lot of your sponsorships help these like small businesses grow, because a lot of them are like starting businesses that we've seen in the Brazilian community grow in a crazy amount. Like
Gracias.
Gracias, Polly. Like
Love.
she now has her
yeah.
own like brand and her own
Exactly.
packaging.
And she
And you've been
always
posting since before when she was giving
Yes.
things in a Ziploc bag.
exactly. hmm
So I think
Grazi too. She was just when I started posting about her, she was not because she doesn't have all of that because of me.
but it
I know
helps, right?
it helps. Yes.
Yeah, reach the
So
community.
I know the worth of my job now. I didn't then, but I know now.
Yeah.
How did it start? So you said it started in 2019. How did it come about? Did you just decide
It
to?
was a little bit before. I always posted like on Snapchat when I had like nothing, right? I always did. I was always there just like filming myself on Snapchat. There was no Instagram stories back then. And then when I started posting on Instagram, it was because this friend of mine, she was comparing herself to this Brazilian actress, Sabrina Sato, that she was on stage after 2 months postpartum and she was looking great. And I was like, who are you na fila do pão? Vamos falar isso em English.
What would that be equivalent in English? I don't even know. Like
Seriously, like she's rich. She has lots of like lots of people taking care of her son.
Like, who are you in the everyday, like the everyday
you're
person?
comparing yourself to Beyonce that like can
Don't
literally
compare
get
yourself.
out of the labor already with surgery on her stomach.
Exactly.
Makeup done in bed.
Right.
Whole kit.
I was
not
like, who
realistic.
are you? Don't compare yourself to Sabrina Satos because she's there, you're here. Just start. Don't compare yourself to anybody. But if you are going to choose someone that it's in your level, and then you start going up,
right?
working exactly. Sorry guys about my English. It's just I guess so
perfect.
nervous.
I was waiting for the next. I'm like, okay, and then what happened?
Brandon doesn't even know what fila do pão means, so you're good. She's so confused on what you said. She's like,
that means like, who are you?
Meme. It's like who like
who are you in
who do you
like
think
the
you
line
are?
of
It's like, who do you think you are? To
or I guess-
compare yourself to, let's say you're comparing yourself to
Anita.
Mel Robbins right now.
Mil Deus. Okay.
You know what? She started
She has an empire now, right? But she started from. You could compare to her where she started, right?
exactly.
So you can get to the level that she's at.
That's it. And then I started doing some stories saying, so my friend said that, and if I had time, I would come out here and just like post about my everyday life so you guys could see that it's not possible to,
You want to know my favorite post of yours is? I was just thinking about it as you were talking.
The boob post?
My boob post. Sorry, I don't have those boobs anymore.
Yeah.
They're up here because
oh my God, and that is the best post.
yes.
Okay.
We're gonna post it on our story.
We're gonna post it on our story. Her content is hilarious.
Hilarious.
No shame whatsoever. I would
Love
never
it.
post myself like
I mean, that is the perfect post showcasing how real she is.
Right.
It is.
And my husband is commenting, like he's down there, and his comment is the best.
What do you say?
I don't remember exactly, but
it was
something that I was pushing him. That's why I can't breathe that night, because your boobs must be on top of my face. That's something like that. Boobs. Yeah, it was very big, but it was because of our kids.
It inspired other people to be more confident in their
it.
body, though, too, after you posted those videos and started talking more about like your postpartum body. Like a lot of people started getting more comfortable, showcasing themselves. Like, so like you're empowering other women, which is awesome.
Yes, also pandemic. I helped a lot of people on pandemic. That's how I grew more. That's how I got a lot of followers too, because I started helping people there with raffles.
Is the majority of your followers Brazilians? Is it the Brazilian community? Yes,
Brazilian community, but from here now, Bridgeport is on top.
That's enough.
Bridgeport is on top.
You have Danbury? Do you have Danbury Brazilian community?
I do. It's like it's the fourth city that most follows me.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So, what's the cities? Can we know?
Bridgeport, Paranavaí.
So that's where she's from in Brazil.
That's where I'm from. And then there is Trumbull and then Danbury.
Nice.
Something cool. Like that. Or Trumbull is last. I don't remember exactly, but Danbury
You started with you started becoming an influencer once that happened with your friend. And then like, did you ever want to stop? Like, was there ever a point that you're like, oh, no, I can't do this? And then someone's just like, keep doing it.
Every day.
I was about to be like, I could
Every single day. I say,
who keeps pushing you to keep going then? Like what helps you keep going?
It's
I
natural.
hate it, but I love it.
It's because it's natural. It comes naturally, and I don't have to do much to be there to post. Like,
You're just you.
Anything is a content because it's me. It's my life, and I don't need to pretend I'm someone else.
I also noticed already, she's posted a few times, when she goes MIA for the day, I usually just think like she's taking a break. Her followers are like, where are you? What are you doing?
Exactly.
Why haven't you posted today?
No, my brother-in-law, he actually texts me, what's going on? Are you okay? Because you didn't post today. That's so people actually send me messages thinking that something happened because I didn't post. I used to post a lot more, but then a very unhappy person decided to buy followers for me.
I was
last year.
There's that thing that happened with their new page. You have a bunch of new pages or something.
The saga, the Nayara saga.
What happened?
So
I just saw the new ones and I was like, okay, follow. But
so I gained a lot of followers because of the boob video. It was 4 million views, if I'm not wrong.
Wow, that was the best. That's the best.
And then I reached, after this video, I had another one, and then I reached what, 10K, 10 million, 10,000 followers. Someone got mad. They just got mad. I came back from Brazil after my surgery, woke up one day to almost 30,000 followers. Someone bought like over 20.
For you?
Yeah, for me. For me and for other 2 or 3 people, something like that. So then Instagram understands that my content is so bad that people follows me, but they leave. Exactly. They don't interact and they leave as soon as they get there.
Her algorithm is all messed up.
Got it.
So like, it's not pushing out her content.
Yeah, because if you have 30,000 followers and only
she had 20 that was actually engaging and 25 that wasn't engaging, so her percentage was more.
I had 11.8, and then someone bought like around 25, but then 20 left. It was all computer. Dang. It was not like from, how do you Forte, you know?
It was like a computer.
It was computer, yeah. So
the new one you have now, that's yours.
So I had to open a new one, and then I did it wrong because I did it through that old one. So I couldn't grow. She couldn't
verify it.
I couldn't verify. I couldn't do lives. I couldn't comment as much as I wanted. I couldn't follow people as much as I wanted. But you know what? I don't care about numbers. That's what makes me still like, that's what makes me, yeah, exactly. Because I don't care about numbers. There are people and if I have 10 people buying what I'm
like what you're saying, right, going like actually
exactly
watching you and following you,
exactly, then it's all worth it. If I could help someone with, I don't know,
an inspirational
one story, exactly, then it's fine. I don't care about numbers. That does not.
You also got a lot of hate for one of your videos that you did.
Which one?
Con Javi.
Yeah, with Javi, with the baby.
That was 70 million views.
What happened?
Or 72.
It was I thought it was hilarious. I guess I'm a bad mom too.
It was on TikTok. It wasn't on Instagram. It was TikTok.
Right?
The what one?
Horse, right?
The horse
one.
What happened?
It's still going.
Oh, were you scared him?
I turned into a unicorn or something like that.
Like and the filter.
Yeah.
Well, for our listeners, Javi is her son.
Yes.
He was what, 3 years old at the time?
No, he was not even 1.
He wasn't even 1 yet.
He wasn't even 1.
There was a filter on TikTok that it was basically like your face would turn into a horse, right?
A unicorn.
Or unicorn. And she did it, and he was looking at the screen, and he starts like bawling out, crying. We all thought it was hilarious. Apparently,
he looked just like the unicorn. That's how terrifying.
Poor thing. So people, it blew up, right? It went viral because it was funny.
It went viral.
And then a lot of people didn't think it was funny and started to give her like death threat.
That's scary.
Yes.
Do you get a lot of hate? Like, I know you get a lot of love, but do you get a lot of hate on Instagram?
Not that I know of.
Why'd you look at each other like that? Did you guys
because
see
we're
that?
best friends.
No, oh, you guys missed it
Because like people do
No,
follow
they'll
me
see it.
sometimes just to see something go wrong, and I know that, but I just
but
don't.
they're not obvious about it. There's no comments that are
exactly no.
Yep.
There's this one person I blocked it because I just couldn't deal with it anymore. Every single story I did, she had something to say.
And it was always negative.
Always negative. Always negative. So I was like, you know what? Why? Just stop following me.
You hate me so much.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like there's a lot of content out there that if you don't like all of your content, why are you following this person?
I unfollow anyone
if there's something that you don't like, skip it. Like, you don't have to comment on everything. You don't have to agree with everything. So people are gonna have
But
different
it's the
opinions.
fact that if you're there following and watching the stories, you agree with me in most of the things I say. On most of the things I say.
If they're a follower consistently.
Yeah, I have a lot of my stories.
Gets a lot of and that's exhausting because I have a hard time with the girls because they're always saying you got to go on our Instagram and post, and I'm like, I don't have the energy to interact after.
What do you mean?
To respond to
you did a great job on the previous. You just did one this week.
Yeah, after I got yelled at by Michelle, she's like, "Are you not gonna answer?" And I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta go answer."
But you got all the memes. That was hilarious.
Yeah, because I was putting my daughter to sleep, so I had to kill time because she was just there. La la la. We already had read a book. We had done our prayers. I'm like, okay, what else are we gonna do? Let's go respond to our followers together now.
I respond to all my followers.
Yeah, and she had
all of
that.
Them.
Mine was like 10 answers. When she puts a question box out, she gets a lot of them.
When it's polemica, I do. When it's not so interesting.
People love
gossip.
Now
you need, like, so, you're growing. You need time to respond to all of your followers. Dunny's like, I don't have time. So, but you need time to be able to, you said you respond to all of them, which is insane because you just
sometimes I just like
1,000 people.
But it's still a response.
Yeah, because
it's talk to like 50 people. I mean, you guys know me. I don't like talking. I don't like entertaining people. So
no, that's the other one on Instagram.
You've been entertaining.
You're so funny.
Who, me?
She just likes us to say it.
Yeah, I like.
She's like, who, me? Say it again.
What was that? Say that again.
You are funny.
We tell her all the time, girl, go create content. Go be an influencer.
Dude, Michelle, your story that you posted on your page, your personal page, at the beach when you were in Puerto Rico, that was so funny. I was like, Anna, look how funny Michelle is. It was so funny.
I almost did not come back. I was just drowning all the time.
I didn't even know you went to Puerto Rico, but...
What? Hold on. I had to rush out of an episode because I had to take a flight 3 hours after. And then I rushed back home and had to jump onto an episode a few hours after I got home from Puerto Rico.
You see how much Fernanda pays attention to your life? And then she says she wants to be your friend. Yeah.
That plane ticket's gonna be canceled.
Anyways, I think you should take some pointers from Nayara. Now that you guys have a lot in common.
Oh, yeah. I'm Nayara. Michelle.
Stay home mom, influencer. Nice to meet y'all.
Michelle's been on TikTok doing great content on private for the past 3 years. So
on private?
Yeah, she was on private until last week.
Because we're like, girl, what the heck are you doing?
Now she's missed out on so many funny content.
Yeah, it's already gone. Too late.
Yeah, at this point it's like...
Now you're old. Nobody wants to watch you.
If you're private and a video of yours go viral,
doesn't go that viral.
You can monetize it.
Yes.
But it's not he coming shady.
You could take all our bitch for it.
I guess.
Anyways,
we'll
continue.
talk about it whenever I become an actual influencer, because
you could. You just gotta.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah,
we're working on it.
You have a mentor now.
People hate that I make them buy stuff, but I never post something that I wouldn't buy or I wouldn't have.
You don't,
right?
I don't sell my how do you say,
your soul?
No, that too. I don't. No. I'm saying
your character.
If someone pays me to talk about something I don't like,
you're not gonna do it.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
That makes sense.
So what?
I never did.
What I was trying to say before was, do you think that an influencer needs to have like specific skills? Like, one, you have to have time to reply to all these people because that's how you keep the engagement going. But like, do you think an influencer needs like certain skills to be successful, or is it just like just be yourself, you know, like, or
you have to be yourself, but you need to be charismatic. You can't just come, you can't just be yourself. If you're a crazy bitch and then you go to social media, then people won't like you and won't follow you.
That's true. Being
mean,
yourself
like,
doesn't mean people are gonna like it, right?
That's true. That is
what do you mean, like,
true.
crazy bitch though? Is it like
You're a funny crazy bitch though.
I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I get that a lot. You're crazy. People tell me because sometimes I post things that I post some stuff that people are like, why? Why did you do that?
When she just
You
cleaned
don't
her
care
house
about
and
it.
then she lets her kids just trash it, I'm like, oh my god, anxiety. What is she doing?
I don't let them. They just do it.
I know, but like I'll be like, outside, go. Para fora, lá fora. Bye. You guys cannot hang out in here. We're gonna go watch Jack or something.
Yeah, so
I agree. I do think it, like Dunny can't be an influencer.
Why? Let's talk about it.
Do you think you can be an influencer?
I'm too shy to be an influencer.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm too shy.
Dunny doesn't
you
post.
can't be shy.
Yeah, I'm too shy.
You gotta post. You gotta post everything, all the things.
I am
which
too
sucks.
conscious
And also,
about a lot. Like the other day, Fernanda posted a video of us, and I was like, "Bitch, a filter, please. Thank you. My bag."
that might.
Yeah, childhood trauma probably because
not necessarily. Depends on your niche. If you're a lifestyle, then yeah, you're posting.
Yo, but if I really post my lifestyle, people are gonna think it's fake because it's unreal how anal I am with life.
Danny doesn't this I think the skill required, and I also can't be an influencer, but I think the skill required is a skill to know when to record things and like what's important for your followers.
That's a very good topic.
Yeah. Well, I think
I was a good one at some point where like I used to post about my hair and my skin, and then
I liked it.
Yeah, and then I stopped.
And then you
I'm inconsistent. Consistency, another good skill for influencers.
Oh, then I couldn't be.
No, but you're consistent.
You're
you post
super
every
consistent.
Day.
I don't post every day.
On your story?
I think now it became a habit for you.
You don't even know it's easy for you to post to reels.
You don't.
Yeah, that's true.
Para mim, story é mais fácil, but reels, no.
Oh my gosh, reels. Sometimes it's so hard.
Yeah.
They're so hard sometimes.
But you do fun. Yeah, Michelle. Não fala nada.
I like to do the funny stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the one that gets the attention.
The one that the send wave one that she was doing, jumping from the counter.
Oh my god,
what
jumping!
are you doing?
We're gonna share all of these on our story. You have to follow the podcast to see the replays of them, and then you gotta follow Nayara so you can
like
keep watching
her stuff so she could grow.
Yes.
Do you have a goal? Do you have a goal?
What?
Like for this year of like your follow? I don't know. Any?
I don't have any. No, I don't.
Girl, we gotta get you some goals.
No, I said
20,000
when we got here. When I, let's see. No, I don't have a goal.
Right now you're at 12.5.
I don't have.
You have 12.5 thousand.
No, but I'm not posting on that one. I try to go back to it, but it's not.
no.
I verified it, so it would be more like protected.
Yeah.
But it's not working.
So wait,
every day when you go in my account, there's a different number of followers. And there was a person since June 8th trying to
hack your account, right?
My new account again. So it's like people just don't want to see me posting.
Aww.
Yeah, but now that you're a stay-at-home mom,
I know it's from Rich Poor.
She knows who you are.
Who is it?
I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna find out.
We'll find out. That you went back to being a stay-at-home mom and you're focusing on being an influencer, do you have a goal because you want to be able to monetize it?
Yes. So that's what I want. You don't need to have many followers to monetize your Instagram because Instagram doesn't even pay much anyhow. It's just you need to have people who believes in what you're saying and they trust you. They trust you, and that's it. You don't need many followers. That's a lie.
You need is like
sometimes people buy followers because they want to look big, and then you go to their pictures. There's 3 likes. There's 100 views on reels, and that's not good.
Yeah,
so I don't care about
partnerships with brands.
Yes, that what I need is partnerships who wants to pay, and who thinks that our job as an influencer, selling your product is also important because sometimes people think that it's just posting. Just post it. Why don't you just post it on your Instagram then? Because you have nobody looking.
It's essentially marketing.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's great. That's what I'm saying. Like back they don't realize it, but it's
I don't know.
Right when they
newspaper,
right? When they use
radio,
little cards or pamphlets that they use.
Exactly.
And now we got
social media, and it's a free way to sell your product. But people,
free and
it's a free. Yeah, it's free
if you do it yourself.
If you do it yourself,
that's what right. That's what she's saying. Like it's free if you do it yourself, but if you want me to do it, I'm charging you for my services. Yeah. But people think that like because I'm giving you the product, then you should post it for me.
But in exchange,
it's an exchange. But in a sense, if you look at it, it's not really an exchange because I'm getting a $50 shirt for you to get
3 new customers.
Right,
that's going to be
let's say that's going to be a lot more sales for you.
I love to do it for food.
You're like, if you sell food, hit up Nayara. She has on deck
on a lot of food because she'll post it and I'm like, yo, that looks so good. Pizza.
So
Grazie.
I eat
Grazie. That's because of Nayara.
Yep.
I wouldn't know you Grazie without Nayara. Sorry, I love you so much though.
These collabs that you have, how did it start up? So obviously you had a few in the beginning. I know Grazi was definitely one like from day one of your first day ones.
No, you know how it all started? When they saw when I asked for some of, it started with the laser hair removal. That's how it started.
So I went, girl from Nayara.
No, so
there you go.
Perfect.
So I went,
influenced.
So I paid for the first and second month, if I'm not wrong. And then I started doing this other treatment somewhere else. And she called me and said, look, we had...
Ooh, that's the secret.
We had lots... No, not for the laser hair, but for something else that she had to offer there too. Exactly. Some... como que é drenagem?
Drainage.
Lymphatic drainage.
Exactly. So she said, if you only post about us and if you don't go to someone else that has the same services as we do, then I'll give yours for free.
Hey.
And then you post about it. And I was like, okay, that's how you get partnerships. Because for me, it was great. I was a stay-home mom back then, and not paying for my laser would help a lot because it's not cheap. Nothing's cheap. Nope. Nothing's cheap. Cheap is when you do it at home, like I used to.
Yeah.
Years ago. And so it started with her. Then my nails. 30 clients in 2 weeks.
That you got someone?
Yes. Never paid for my nails anymore.
That's an influencer.
And then I started helping people on pandemic raffles. I would get...
Oh, I remember those. That was so sweet of you.
Exactly. So I used to get stuff for my partners, for my collabs, from my collabs, like pão de queijo, the cheese bread from Poli's.
They were donated.
Then one laser session from someone else, and then I would do a raffle, get a lot of money, and send it to the people I was helping. Or
in Brazil.
Yes, and not only in Brazil, here too.
Oh yeah, there were people who needed. Yeah, I remember that.
New Jersey.
What's your current strategy? I mean, you don't have to share, actually. Is that like...
No, it's not something that I wouldn't share.
What's your current...
Sometimes I do, and sometimes I ask. Fabulous Flora, I just went up to them and I said, do you want to work with me? That's it.
How did you find them? Because they're all the way in Mass.
Because I saw this post from this girl called Amanda. She went viral with a video of them talking about the cleaning products that you wouldn't find in American stores.
Mm. Are they Brazilian?
I don't know if they're Brazilian. They're Brazilian, Fabulous Flora, but I don't know who
if the brand itself
is. But they do have stuff from Brazil. They bring stuff from Brazil there, and they're great. So I came up to them and I was like, I'm a house cleaner, because I was then a house cleaner, and I'm a house, how do you call dona de casa? How do you say?
Housekeeper.
No,
right?
No, dona de casa.
House owner?
Stay home mom.
No.
Stay home wife?
Same
I
way.
don't know.
And I think she owns a home.
You would keep your house.
Yeah, keep
right?
my house clean. I was like,
She's like, I clean
always
people's house, but I also clean mine.
and I always post about it. I
Yeah, me
always
too.
used to post my before and afters, and people used to love to see my before and after, the ovens, inside the
Your
oven.
explosion reels that you used to do. So good.
Exactly. Cleaning really quick, like those quick videos. So I just asked him, quem não chora não mama. You gotta ask.
And he said, perfect, great, or she?
Yeah. And then they sent a box of cleaning products, and I started posting about it. Then boom, we're good. Since then.
So do you get, as you get, obviously, you've definitely got them leads because Dunny was one of them. Once they get that, do you get more, do they send you more things? Are they paying you at some point? Because you don't need, how much product do you really need?
We have that's one that I get paid from.
Love it.
That's one I get paid from. And when I go there and we do lives and we sell the product, I get also
Commissions.
Yes, commissions out of all the things I sell. All the products I sell.
That's awesome. That's so cool. So you want to get way more of those this year?
Yes.
How many? I'm a big numbers girl.
I don't have a goal.
And you need a SMART goal. Does everyone know what a SMART goal is?
Yes.
Specific.
Yes.
Measurable.
I know because I follow Mel Robbins and I listen to her all the time.
Attainable.
But I never do it.
Reliable and timely.
Do you have a hard time following you're like, I have
ADHD.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think that's...
I never finish what I start.
Well, you can't start
relate to that. But the biggest thing I relate tonight is the gym part of like wanting to go to the gym, wanting to have a healthy life, wanting to eat healthy, and you'll start for a week, and that's as far as you go.
But it's all about habits. Like I
start Monday
I think because
I'm done on Tuesday. that's not even a week.
I say I'm gonna start Monday. I never start.
I start Monday and I'm done Tuesday.
I'm done Tuesday because Grazi posts the acai and I go right there.
Delicious.
I think it's just healthy. Like healthy eating.
Not with a lot of creminillo on it.
Oh God, no, right. You can't get acai if you're not getting it complete.
Ella says that acai is healthy, so.
Yeah, oh my God. Ella's on the hanging out with Fernando too much. I need to cut it. Yeah. Everything in my house now, Michelle, is garbage, apparently, to my 4-year-old daughter. Mommy, that's not healthy.
Not healthy.
My daughter says that too, but it's because in school they tell them that don't eat junk food. You have to eat healthy food. So when Ravi wants to eat something, he actually tells me, this is healthy food, and it's actually a Kinder Egg. And I'm like,
Ella be telling her herself. She'll be like, Mommy, chocolate's not healthy. And then I was like, okay, you want to eat broccoli? She's like, broccoli's healthy. I'm like, okay, eat broccoli then. I'm not eating with you, but you can eat it all you want.
You enjoy it here.
You have fun. But, yeah. So,
I don't know if you had a question, but I have so many questions.
Go ahead. I was just going to say, have you lost any partnership because you wanted to monetize it and they didn't agree with it?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is that is it a clean loss? Or are you guys mad at each other?
No, it's clean.
Okay.
No, it's clean.
I'd be like, well, I'm not buying from you anymore. Then I'm just kidding.
No, buy anyway. She was getting it for free.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Right. I don't think Nayara's that kind of. You will never see her talk about drama. You've noticed she doesn't talk about drama on her. Like she doesn't have drama with it. No, you don't really.
She
talk about drama.
And then she goes, the Holy Spirit told me to shut up.
Shut up. Right. The other day I messaged her. I was like, and the Holy Spirit's telling me my curious side that I didn't know.
Exactly. That was telling me to message you. I wanted to say it so bad. Sometimes I do say before. I didn't say it, but before I think I did more drama than.
Did you?
When people used to say stuff to me on private, then
she would screenshot it and bring it up.
Yeah, I don't do it anymore.
Yeah, but I feel like that's
because of the Holy Spirit.
I feel like that's if somebody's DMing you, you have now the rights to.
I don't put their names or their pictures.
Right, but you have the right to go back to respond, right? For a response. What I mean as in drama is like, let's say this partnership didn't work out. I wouldn't see you going there and being like, I used to post about this person and now she doesn't want to pay me.
Don't go there
right. I don't see you ever doing things like that, which I see a lot of other people that are influencers do things like that.
I had one that paid really good, but it was too much for me, and I decided to take a step back. It was Sendwave. because too many they used to ask for too many reels, and that's
a lot, right? It just takes a lot because you're a mom, you have the kids are going to school, they're still young, you still have your house, you still have your husband. You were working at some
I had
point.
to work a lot to get more people to be on it, because I only got money out of the people who just joined. And they're still getting money from all the people.
I use it all the time now.
Exactly.
It's really easy to use,
I use
right?
it too.
But you're only getting it from the one time I use your code.
Yeah.
You're not getting it from every time that I make a payment, right?
Imagine.
Right. You're not getting commissions from it.
So this is about your fans, the people that follow you. Is there like one or two questions? We're gonna start with the negative. Is there one or two questions that you receive the most of, like that are like negative, or comments or something?
So because I post a lot, people think that they know everything about me and everything that goes on in my house. So it's very annoying when people ask, why is Cairo not with you? He has a mom. We have so that's very negative and annoying, because I have to keep explaining myself all the time. Like last vacation, he was not there because he was on vacation with his mom.
Yeah, you got a lot of.
So the negative thing about it is always having to. You don't have to explain yourself, but I don't know why I do. I do most of the time. I do explain myself.
I noticed, and I don't know if you follow them, but there's two families that just had babies. So it's the ones that live here in Florida.
You don't even know who they are.
Talita, yes, and then
I love them.
And then the Brazilian couple, they're like dancers. They're from New York. They just had a baby.
Are these also influencers? Sorry,
they're influencers. Yes. And so they just had babies. And both of them like always having to repeat themselves because they're not breastfeeding because something went wrong, and so they're pumping instead of breastfeeding. So people are like, oh my god, leite materno é a melhor coisa do mundo, como assim you're not breastfeeding? And it's like, dude, y'all chill. Like, and they started showing like the amount of people that are going at them because of this. Why are you not breastfeeding? And it's like, yo, like, guys, why are you so worried? Like, these kids are being fed. So I was wondering if you ever got like a lot of annoying people asking you questions, just same questions too.
Not the same, because I was a cow when I had my kids. I was breastfeeding my nephews.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she'd be posting about it. Breastfeeding both of them.
Both of them, one here, the other one here. Yes, so I loved to breastfeed.
Interesting.
Yeah. Have you ever got any messages about that? About like breastfeeding your sister's kids?
Yes, and this girl went crazy on Brasileiras de Connecticut, which I called Barraqueiras de Connecticut, because I hate all that page.
There's drama there, right?
So much drama. I had 80 Ziplocs full of breast milks, and I just couldn't fit them in my fridge anymore, so we had to buy this other fridge.
Deep freezers.
Mm-hmm. And I offered people my milk.
That's nice.
Apparently,
y'all need some milk.
Apparently, it's weird to do that.
And I did it. Money. And you know what? And I always was sure. I was so sure that everything was clean before I packed it and
sterilized and all that.
Exactly. Right? It was everything was so. But I had a lot of milk, and I had to take it out because I used to get those
the clumps.
Yes, and used to get a fever and everything. So this girl was like, you're trying to make other kids sick. You're crazy. You can't do that. She started going crazy, and my sister started going crazy with her. And I remember I was like, why did I post that? Why did I do it? And then this girl from New Jersey said, I want them. And then she called me and she said, but when you have about 80 more, I'll go, because it's too far for me to get only 80 bags of milk. And I'm like,
oh girl,
you're not getting none. You're not getting none. You think I'm a machine now that I'm just gonna keep making?
Right. I'm already offering my milk. Like what?
Get used to people.
Michelle, you should have offered your milk that we spoiled to her.
Say no so. Say no so.
Don't do that, Danny. Don't bring that back up.
We spoiled Michelle's milk. Like how many bags, Michelle?
80.
Oh,
almost 300. Okay.
How?
we turned off her deep freezer
By accident.
Nayani lost about 40 bags too. She cried a lot.
Yeah, Michelle cried.
Yeah, Michelle doesn't cry, guys. She cried.
Yeah, she cried. I felt bad. I still feel bad. Why did I bring that up?
Yeah, like moving on.
Yeah. PSA or whatever, however you say it. Notes to everybody out there breastfeeding. My sister is now breastfeeding. She's overproducing. She found out that you can actually donate your milk to a milk bank the proper way. So Karen over there on Bliss Literature, Connecticut doesn't need to stress herself out. Okay. We will do it the proper way.
So mad.
People actually donate milk to kids that in need because not everybody can have milk.
Usually.
Right. So
my kids, Ravi he was so good at it because as soon as he was born, he was just already, he was there already. Yeah, so good. Perfect. And he used to work for this friend of mine. He used to go over her house and how do you call? And latch on her boob. So she would have milk for her daughter who didn't want to latch.
Oh, so he was helping her produce milk.
Exactly. She was having.
She just said he used to work. I'm like,
he used to work for her. That's
I get it. He was
Javi, I didn't know
working because Javi. One day I left him.
Baby.
Javi's one day I left him over my sister's. When I got there, she was pale and she had a lot like the bags were so bad.
Did he suck the milk out of her?
Exactly. She goes, never leave this kid here again because he's too big.
So wait, when you dropped him off, you wouldn't drop him off with milk? You'd just be like,
no, because he wouldn't take the bottle. So that's how she did it too. She just left her kids there, and I was breastfeeding both boys, both girls.
Wow.
That's funny. Yeah. Jackie, me had very few moments that happened. And the one time I had to breastfeed Lucas, I thought it was so weird. I'm like, why is this boy on my boob? Somebody get him.
I didn't think it was weird. As soon as I went to, every time I went to my sister's house, Chloe would just pull my shirt up and just.
She was like, I'm ready, Tichia.
Exactly.
I don't know. See, that's the shy in me. I'm even shy of a baby sucking my boob. It sounded very weird.
I find it so beautiful. I had a photo shoot. Mariana did a photo shoot for me really when I stopped breastfeeding.
I cried on that video that you made to say goodbye.
And then I got COVID and I couldn't do my surgery.
Oof.
And I had to take this medicine to dry out my milk because it wouldn't dry.
Wow.
It wouldn't dry.
Yeah, but now she has nice perky boobs. No more milk.
I want to see it.
Yeah, you saw it. I got it.
Oh, yeah.
I remember.
You did.
Can I see your boobs?
I love seeing boobs.
So, I know we talked a lot about Nayara's influence and journey, but also you had a couple different journeys throughout from like when you became a mom to one, becoming a wife, right? And then becoming a mom and then deciding to go back to work because you needed to figure out what you wanted to do with life and then deciding that wasn't the right thing for you, going back to being a mom. So how's that been for you now?
It's been great because it was actually at a retreat that I noticed that I had to go back to my house and just do what I asked God a long time ago. I always wanted a family. That's not a surprise for anybody who knows me well. It was always my dream to have my own little family. And as soon as I got married, I was ready to just like, I know that that's my family right there. My husband, my kids, no one else. Everybody else comes second and they're my priority. So the thing going back to work was because I was going crazy at home, and most of the women I talk to, they have that phase that they go through. Why am I here? What am I doing? Who am I?
What purpose do I have?
No purpose. But my purpose is to take care of my family. And I figured that out. That's my purpose. I don't need to have a career to know I'm somebody. I am somebody for my family. And I love that. I love that. And I started, figuring out, not figuring out, let's find another word. When I went to that retreat, I was so ready. Look, you heard my stomach?
I was just gonna
ADHD.
Yeah, they did it.
Ignore it because I have ADHD. So I forgot what I was saying.
You went to the retreat and
realized I had to go back because I was working outside of home. My money wasn't making any difference in my house.
It was really just for you.
It was just for me. And I didn't have time for my kids, for my husband, for my house. It was crazy. So I was like, why am I doing that? Since I asked a long time ago that's what I wanted for my life. Being a stay-home mom, a housewife, I love that. And I love and I appreciate it so much that I'm able to do that because my husband, like we spoke a long time ago when we started. As soon as we started, I was like, when I have my kids, I'm taking care of them. He goes, that's fine. I agree with that. And he supports me in everything, actually.
Yeah, I think I think even though you have a supportive husband and somebody that provides for you, as a woman, right? Once you become a mom, you feel a little lost and you feel like you lose a little bit of your identity of who you are. And for you, it made sense because that's your purpose was always to be a mom, right? But then we all have that little crisis of like, where are we? What are we doing?
Absolutely.
Because you're asking your friends, not God.
That's powerful.
You should be asking, I have goosebumps. You should be asking who's actually going to have the answer for you, not your friends, because they don't know what's best for you.
That's true.
Even though they love you and they're there sometimes, they want to help. I'm not saying that they're messing your life up, but I'm just saying that only he's going to have the right answer for you. And that's what happened to me because that's what was going on. I need to go back to work because I need to do something with my life. I need to have my own money. I need to be independent. Yeah. No, you're not independent when you're married. I'm sorry. If you want to be independent, then
no, I do.
No privacy, no independent. You're not independent. You're there, and that person needs to know everything and everything.
Teamwork.
Exactly, teamwork. So when I realized it was so good because I was like, yes, I'm not ashamed of saying this is my purpose. This is my purpose.
You feel like you're relieved now of the pressure.
Oh my gosh. And I don't care what people say. I'm not saying it's wrong for women to work. I never said that. And I didn't stop working. Like I still work sometimes on internet or sometimes I go clean a construction house. And
you're influencing now, which is also
work. They're my priority.
Yeah, I do agree with you shouldn't listen to your friends because everybody has very different opinions. Like we live very different lives. I mean, us three were examples of that. We live very different lives. I think like us, our 10-year friendship, if I were to give you advice based off on how I live my life, it's very different than how you live your life.
Exactly.
But it works for you and what I'm doing works for me. And you're right. Like you have to look for your purpose. And for you, your purpose was to be a mom. I tell the girls this all the time. Like I love being a mom and I love being able to be with my kids all the time. But I also love the part of like having my career and having work. Like I'm very work driven and I get called out for it all the time that you work too much and you focus too much on work but it makes sense for me that for me, once my kids are off to school and I can just focus on work, I feel good about it.
Yeah.
And I understand like girls like you and Michelle now as my sister wants to be a stay-home mom because for her purpose is to be a mom and she has a really hard time parting from her kids. And I get it. And I think that if I give her advice, it's not going to be good advice because I'm looking at it on my perspective of how I think life should go, not the way that she should. So I think that that's a really big, I'll even take that advice for myself. Like I'm a big believer that God guides us. And my whole life I've been believing in that, like God has guided me in every step. But I feel like sometimes we lose it a little bit. And
sometimes we think
social media, people, friends.
Outside.
Yeah.
The outside world, right.
Yeah. social media sometimes could be very unhelpful.
Are you on your phone, since you're an influencer, are you on your phone a lot?
Yes, I've always been on my phone a lot.
Does it bother you?
Yes, yes, it bothers me a lot.
Yeah.
And you
I
know
feel like
what?
that would be bothered. Out of everything, for me, that would be the hardest part, is just always having it like just
I always have my phone.
That's how I feel about my phone.
I always have my phone.
Danny doesn't feel like that. It's so interesting.
I don't feel like that at all about my phone, ever. I don't feel overwhelmed. They talk about getting off of social media all the time. Like, they'll take time spans of like, I'm off Instagram. I have never logged off of my Instagram. I honestly don't think anything like that bothers me. I've always been a lot about like how I think I should live, and that's how I'm living. I don't let other people influence me in the sense of, unless it's positive influence, like products that I think like, let me try this or things like that. Other people's lives don't bother me because I know that my life is myself. I don't compare myself.
That's not why the phones bother me. This phone bothers me because it takes me away from now. Like, it takes me away from the moment. Or like, if I'm just hanging out and we're in your sala hanging out and I'm just on my phone, I'm not like there with you guys. And
yeah, but I think that's different. It's like if you're obviously scrolling through Instagram while we're all having a conversation, then yeah. But
I feel like that's what happens.
Then that's because you're not right, but that's because you're not in the moment and you're not interested in what's going on in that room. Because there's a lot of times that like if I'm at Nayara's house, you're not gonna catch me on my phone because that is my moment with her. I don't see her that often.
We don't see exactly.
Right. So when I do see her, my phone is on the side and I put it on ring on purpose because if Ricky needs to reach me or somebody that actually, but she could tell you that a lot of times people call me and I'll say, I'll call you back.
My point is in the everyday life. Like, okay, in that moment, okay, fine. But like in the everyday life, the amount of time that the phone takes you away from like moments in life is, and personally speaking, like it's.
But do you think that sometimes can just be a lack of self-control?
Right, I was going to say that.
Yeah, I don't think it takes me out of the picture, but I do take pictures of everything.
Right, pictures and videos of everything.
The picture is me taking it.
There's a picture. And I cannot record like every single thing that my daughter does. I just so cute.
I know.
And I can't wait for the next move. And I'm like,
that's funny. The other day we were talking about it and I was like, oh my God, I have like 30,000 pictures on my phone or something. And she laughed at me. She's like, that's all you have? And she's like, well, how many I have?
How many?
She has like,
I have about 65.
Yeah, I was like, I take it back. I don't think I take that many pictures, I guess.
Every time I do this, my daughter or Ariella or Ravi goes,
they know.
I will tell you this. They will appreciate it because I appreciate my parents were always, and I think I got that from my parents. They were always big hoarders of pictures and videos. They used to record everything. My dad gave me a box of pictures from that he's been holding for all these years. And me and Jackie the other day, we spent all day going through the pictures and it's so nice. Like, it's actually feels like I'm reliving those moments.
The memories you forget.
I lost all of it.
So that's why I only have like 1 or 2 pictures of me.
Oh, that sucks.
As a baby. So that's why I take a lot of pictures. I have a lot. And if I lose a picture, I'm just...
Yeah, I'm always scared of my phone because my phone has like from day 1 pregnancy all the way through.
I love pregnancy, but pregnancy was so hard for me. That's why I got the tube, my tube side. It was very hard. I regret it so much.
Your niche in influencing is about lifestyle, motherhood, family, all of that. Yeah. You mentioned you struggled through your pregnancy. That's why you're not having any more kids. When did you, and you talk about beauty and you talk about feeling like yourself again. When did you start feeling like you got over that like postpartum, like, all right, now I'm going to take care of myself. I want to feel good. Like, when did you get past that? Or if that's something you're still struggling with, like, do you feel like you've gotten over that? I just had a baby postpartum. I don't know if I asked that.
I was so good at it, I think. I never was like, this baby destroyed my body. Now I don't like myself. And I used to post my belly the way it was and my boobs down my knees.
Do your boobs
on top of the counter.
So I
Grab
was
the
like,
panela.
and you know what? After Ariella's, it was like 2 weeks, and I was feeling myself. I was like,
Ooh.
I was feeling myself. I had all I had was
Back.
boobs. I was so skinny after Ariella's.
So do you think you found beauty in every moment of your journey?
Yes, especially pregnancy. I found I was the most beautiful woman in the whole world. Pregnant. I have like around 20,000 pictures of me pregnant. I swear to God. And nobody would tell that I was passing out 2 to 3 times not a day, a week, throwing up 5 to 7 times daily through the whole 9
and you
months.
Loved it?
I couldn't stop looking and taking pictures.
She's like, I'm gonna throw up, but before I go.
My face was so beautiful. I loved my face when I was pregnant, but I was passing out. I was taking pictures and passing out. That was me on my photo shoot. Exactly. I couldn't even go to church anymore because
she's passing out in the altar.
Exactly. And then people were like, just don't come. Just don't come.
You're disturbing.
You're like, that looks so good. You guys are gonna see me.
I don't know if it's because I wanted to be pregnant so much and like having kids.
That when you did, it was the best thing.
Yes. And I enjoyed every single moment of it. And I didn't gain any weight anyway. I didn't. And everybody else was saying, you're gonna gain so much weight because you eat so much, because I always ate a lot. And people used to tell me that you're gonna gain so much weight, and I was like, this only
that backfired for me. I gained a lot of weight because I ate.
I gained a lot of weight after my kids. I can't blame my kids for the weight I have now. It's because I eat. People, just stop blaming your kids because you're fat. It's because you're lazy and you eat and you don't
exercise.
I would say it just like I would say it just like my son says, Ravi says, you have to do exercise. You have to do exercise. You too fat, mommy.
Otherwise, you're gonna get Ella saying, "Mommy, your belly looks big." Well, thank you. Like I didn't notice that.
She's like, what? I didn't hear that.
You know, my stepson too. You know what my stepson told me? So we took Mother's Day pictures, and he was going through the pictures. And then he looked at me. I was in the couch like this. He looked at me. I swear to God. He said, "You look so different in the picture."
Well, he said, "Is this you?"
I was like, "You don't have this when you in your pictures.
The double chin."
You used to do this. You don't have this on your picture." I was like, Cairo.
Don't say that.
I keep thinking to myself, like,
kids are so honest.
Not just kids, but I keep thinking to myself, like, when I used to date Ricky, right? I used to be skinny, have a nice body, nice booty, wear like the nice lingerie, and now I walk around the house with like boxer underwear, basically,
and a
t-shirt, and with the belly and everything. And I keep thinking, I'm like, does he ever sit back and wonder, like, fuck happened?
What the fuck?
I was so skinny when Samir met me. But you know what? I walk around the house like that too, but I never go to bed like that. So
you go to bed cute? You go to bed cute?
Yes.
Ai, que linda.
Yes.
Yeah, but Nai's always been big and
very cheirosa.
Nossa.
I always smell so good. I always smell.
What's the trick? If perfume?
Shower.
No trick. Shower.
Oh.
When you put the kids to bed, so I will never accept unless you're very sick, like depression or something like that. I would never accept you're saying your hair is not being washed for a week because of your kids. No, your kid sleeps, your kids go to school, your kids go to daycare. I don't care. Your kids go to bed. Just stay 10 more minutes up and just do it. Just do it. You have to do it. That's not something to think about it. You have to be clean.
Self-hygiene, I think, is important.
And then people will say o capeta que tá separando o casamento, and you're the capeta.
You.
Don't,
I'm dead. Make that real.
I swear.
Real.
That's
it's you.
Also,
capeta tá acabando com o meu casamento, and then you go to sleep. You all day long working your ass off, because that's how we do. when we're home, we work more than we're out. It's all the time. It's all the time.
Are you a morning shower or a nighttime shower?
I'm a 3 times a day shower.
So tonight,
when I wake up in the morning, I take a shower. And then if I need to go somewhere after I clean the house or somewhere, I don't know. If I go to the gym, then I come back and I take a shower again. And at nighttime I cannot just go to bed. Even when we went out, remember? So I used to get home, makeup and everything. I take everything off. Wow. I do a skincare. That's why my skin is like this.
She's gonna go home and do skincare still. She's gonna post about it.
Well,
because I'm not gonna go to sleep with makeup on.
But so you'll get home, you'll take out the makeup, but are you gonna go shower again?
Yes.
And get refreshed?
Yes.
Even though you just did that,
nice.
like
I like that. I'm inspired.
What if you know
morning, middle, and night?
I'm like, y'all don't shower, bro.
I'm a nighttime shower.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
I don't do it in the morning, in the middle.
Mornings are hard for me.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I'm on my period.
No, I don't get my period anymore, so I don't have to. I have an IUD in. Oh, sorry guys, too much information.
Too much information.
But
sorry, Michelle. Michelle's talking. We interrupted her. What's
go
up?
ahead, Michelle.
She doesn't talk a lot on the podcast. Go ahead, Michelle.
Silence. Cool.
Bye. This is why we let you talk.
Why you gotta be like that, Fernanda? Why you gotta be like that?
I'm letting Nayara know the inside scoop.
No, because Sunny was like, why do you guys act like you guys don't shower? But no, it's because she took a shower 2 hours ago to come to the podcast. So I was wondering, like, would she get home and yes, she's gonna wash her face. And,
no, I take a shower.
Change her clothes, but she's gonna shower again. That's what I meant. Not like
I do.
You have a lot of calcines?
I do.
Okay, that makes sense.
Fernanda.
But I don't sleep with calcines, so
okay.
It's easier.
You can sleep without.
Sexy. I know.
I'm very bothered. I feel like something.
Now I had to put clothes on when I started dating Samir because he had a kid already. But before that, I never slept with clothes on.
Yeah, but like,
yes, it's so good. And I sleep with. It could be winter time, and my room is like an igloo.
Yeah, I can't do it. I have too much anxiety.
AC or windows open when it's like snowing outside.
Listen, the less clothes you have, the sexier you feel while you're sleeping. So that's where the tanana happens.
Oh, not right now.
Sleeping. No, thank you.
É a visão do inferno agora. A barriga caindo em cima do priquito. Oh, meu Deus, me desculpa. É por isso que eu tô... I swear, if I don't...
She's trying really hard to be like...
Yes, I wish I was. I always say that. Like, I don't want to say those kind of... But it just comes... It comes out.
You know what?
You started.
Because I don't look sexy at all without clothes on. I have this kind of clothes that makes me look sexy. No, that's what I know. I have a mirror at home.
Okay, well, I don't know. When I don't want Ricky to touch me at night because I want to sleep, I have full clothes on, like pants. I'll go to sleep with pants.
You guys have like a communication that's silent.
If I go, he'll try, but I'll pretend I'm like, not right now. Just kidding. It's not that many times anyway.
Samir doesn't care. He's straight.
Yeah. When I go to sleep with a t-shirt and underwear on, you know already. I'm gonna say nothing. Don't
talk to me.
Hello.
Oh, okay.
Why am I half naked on there?
And then I am because I want to sleep comfortable.
I can't sleep. I sleep with socks on. I can't sleep without socks.
Jesus.
We communicate with the level.
Just regular socks. I have this thing. You will never see me barefoot, only if I'm at the beach or in a pool. Like, I don't like being barefoot.
There's a thing.
Can't wait to take a video of her barefoot.
No, dude, I just have this thing. I don't like walking barefoot, which is funny because both my kids are like totally barefoot children.
Me too. I am.
And clothes too. I have this thing sensory with like, I see a lot of people not wear underwear with their clothes because like to not show the underwear, whatever. I cannot ever put any clothes without underwear on. It feels weird.
I could.
Yeah, you could sleep naked. So the cacarochos or whatever they're called. And I just come and I get you.
Anyways.
That got dark. I had a question before transitioning to my other question.
Oh my God.
So
she'll be here all night.
Because your lifestyle, right? Talking about this more sexual part. I remember at one point you had like the close friends where you talked about more intimate stuff with and shared the products and stuff. Do you still do that?
I don't still do it on Instagram because I don't have the close friends anymore on this new one. But when people ask, I always recommend the stuff. Because you know why? People talk about it like it's
not a normal thing.
Not a normal thing. You're
Not
married. You
everybody's
should
having
be
sex.
having sex. And if you're not having sex while you're married, there's something wrong. And there's something wrong.
Right. He's probably having sex with someone else.
No.
No. Oh my
Guys,
God.
don't listen.
That's not true.
Ignore that
What?
part.
You know why I started doing that? So
That's
when
that
I did
toxic
start,
mentality, girl.
people
Could be
used
many
to say,
reasons.
no, people used to say, oh, but aren't you like a family kind of Instagram, like family Instagram motherhood? Why you're gonna talk about sex? I was like, because sex makes part of it.
You think
And
like
I be a mother. I had a lot of sex.
well, according to Fernanda's parents, the Holy Spirit got her pregnant. So
Sanchilla.
oh no.
So I started that because there were two women that came up to me and said that they never had an orgasm before, and they're married. They have been married for like one 17 years and the other one 26 something.
Sex
like
therapist for them.
And why do they not? They don't want to do it. Most of women don't want to do it because they don't know how good it is. Because or if I'm very, very, very tired or stressful, then yes, I'm gonna say no.
I will say on the orgasm conversation, that's a whole episode on itself.
That we gotta bring Nayara in for Jackie's episode because that's Jackie's episode, the sex topic. We're gonna have it still.
So we might.
I think that's an interesting topic to talk about, but
we'll talk about that soon.
Okay, so that the girls are telling me not to talk about it. So maybe I'm just gonna shut up right here.
Maybe our TBD could be that.
What?
Yeah, I think it's a great topic.
I think it should be a whole episode just
yes, I think so too.
Yes, I think that's a very important one.
And I'm not embarrassed of like talking about it or talking about it to other women about it because I wish everyone was happy
and with their sexual life.
Yes.
I think that plays a lot in a relationship.
Oh yes, I think it's
there has to be the chemistry. There has to be and if there isn't, that's because there's something missing between the two of you that you're not connecting. It's not because
sometimes it's missing that people put their children on first, exactly, and then you forget about your husband, because one day your kids are gonna be like you. They're gonna have their own family, and you're stuck with the person that you didn't give an attention all those years. And how you're gonna have a happily, married life. That's what I think. Samir is my priority. He's number one.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Talking about Samir. So Samir, a few years ago when we were like younger,
we were kids. You could say
we were at his concert.
Decades ago.
Oh my God! Let me tell you, I have a picture at a concert. Samir's concert.
I had.
We were all at Samir's concert.
Here?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Naquele clube que fazia.
Yes.
Vasco da Gama. My dad brought them.
Yes.
My dad brought them.
Your dad.
Yeah. Leather skirt, mini top, right in front of the stage. Yeah.
So just full disclosure for everybody that's listening, Nayara's husband is he's a amazing singer. He was also part of a very famous band back then, a Brazilian band, right?
Yes.
Right?
Pagode, I think.
Pagode, it's considered a band, right?
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, Cara Metade. So he was, well, I feel like still is famous, right? Because in Brazil, everybody knows who he is.
Yeah.
Here, it's more a low-key life. But go ahead, Michelle, because you had a question about it. I just wanted to give everybody a background of who he is.
Yeah. So in English,
before Michelle was before Nayara was an influencer, her husband was influencing all the girls screaming at the stage.
Every time.
When you
That's true.
when you made your page public, I feel like you mentioned this when it first started. Is there women that were like following you to know about his life? Because I
No,
feel like there was something along those lines where like there was like a whole bunch of women. I don't know if they were talking about him to you or like
they
You got a
always
lot of
do, but
followers
not.
because of it, right?
No, no, I don't have a lot of followers because of Samir. Samir now has followers most because you know what? We're 19 years apart. So the women who were like interested on him back then, they're
yeah.
now married, they have kids and all of that. So they were always very respectful. Just this one woman that was giving him nicknames and everything. I was like, for you, his
Oh,
name is Samir. So don't
no.
comment like this on his posts
And
anymore.
he didn't know her. Like that was just a fan.
No, it was just a fan. And then she told me to shut the fuck up.
She's a
I
fan
said
lady.
first because you weren't even born yet. That's what
Oh
she
my.
said.
Oh
So I blocked
God.
her, and he
Okay,
doesn't
Aunt
care.
Sarah, what are you doing on his Instagram
That's it.
anyway?
That was the
That's
only. But
crazy.
there's a few fans of him that follows me, and they print this. They screenshots all the posts I make about him, and they send it to me. Look how handsome your husband is.
Obs-
So, and I don't care.
That's
I don't care about it.
Like, yeah,
Like,
that's my
I'm
husband.
but
proud, you
like
know.
imagine an obsessed fam. Like
There
I don't know.
is. There are fans until this day that they have posters on their room, on their bedroom.
How old are we now?
Yeah.
How long has it been that he's been out of the spotlight?
20 years?
Oh, it's been all that already.
Yeah.
And there's still
That's
people
when
with posters in their room of him?
yes.
Well,
They have fun clubbies. They have
Really?
yeah.
they still do. They had a
They were
recent,
trying to do like this last DVD or something like that,
like
and it
everybody's
didn't
coming
work
back.
out because one I don't want to go into that because it's
Yeah.
not it's like
No,
none of my
right.
business. But they didn't do it. But when I met Samir, I didn't know he was famous at all. I knew he sang around here. I met him at Zoo one day, but because your dad said, "Oh, she's working here today," because I used to work for JC.
JC is
I
Michelle's
was
dad.
I was 16. He told me to tell everybody I was 23.
Working at a bar.
Not Michelle's
No,
that.
I
Not
was
Michelle's
just
that.
no, I wasn't working
But you always
on the
looked
bar.
much older than your
Yes,
age.
I always did. Always did. Nobody would ever tell me my age. Like the age I have now, people tells me I'm 35 and I'm 29.
But you
So
look like a good 35-year-old.
ai, eu esqueci o que eu tava falando.
But yeah, well,
The obsessed fans
I
and
didn't
how
know
long
he
you've
was
been out
I
of
didn't know he was famous, but if he was, I wouldn't be married to him because I'm too jealous.
so if he was
If he was
still on
traveling and all those things like traveling and
how would it work if the DVD had worked out?
no, he told me it was only to end the cycle. Is that
Yeah,
how
but
it's
that meant
called?
that they were gonna have
Close
to
the
go on tour.
no,
It was just gonna be a DVD.
on
Oh, so
in
it'd be like
Brazil.
one show.
It was gonna be in Brazil, the show, and then they were gonna sing all the good songs. That
Okay,
they
so it
still-
wouldn't be like they were going on
No.
tour for like a last tour
no,
before.
no.
Nayara's like, hell no, I wouldn't let that happen.
Yeah, no, I did it. I'm too jealous for that, and I did not get married to stay at home by myself, taking care of my kids on my own.
Yeah, I think too for the kids missing out on him.
No, I wouldn't do that. I would never be like Gustavo Lima's girl.
Oh my god, I would because he.
I wouldn't. Not for money, not for anything. I want him. I want him to be there all the time.
Yeah, I don't think. I think. I actually, it's impressive because Brazilians are very jealous all the time. I don't know how these girls do it because I would be too. I would be like every show with him. I'm like, I'm coming with you.
No,
Oh, you're gonna
yeah,
go
I
on stage?
wouldn't.
I'm sitting right there.
When I found out he was famous, I was like, "Are you still famous? Are you gonna travel?" Because I'm not.
I'm not here for that.
I want to get married and I want to sleep with you every day. I want to be with you every day. I want you to be around the kids every day. Don't. And now he only sings in church.
I was gonna say now he has decided to focus on.
Yes, it was both of us. So it was both of us. The Holy Spirit just asked. It was that. It was that. It was like, are you in or are you out? You can't serve both. That's it. You can't serve both. If you're singing at church, not only for show, because there's people who does that.
Right.
There are people who.
But if that's your purpose,
exactly,
you shouldn't be out in the clubs.
Yeah. We have a purpose.
And so as we finish up, there are 3 things that I want to ask you. Through your journey as an influencer, what is one thing that you've learned about people in general?
Damn it.
They're people as like the people that follow her.
Just people, like
people.
what
No,
what's
I
happening
said it before. No, I understood. I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. I think that what I learned about people is that they want to be someone they're not on
social
media, and they want to. They think that they know everything just because you're posting, so that's all I need to know about you. I don't post everything, but everything I post is real. So one thing I learned about people is that they always want more, and they always on the watch.
And their assumptions.
Exactly. Always.
That's true.
That's crazy. There's really people who just sit there and like...
Yeah, they lose their time trying to see if something's going to go wrong or...
But it's okay now because now you're in connection with God, and that's more powerful than anybody's bad juju out there.
No, but I don't care. I swear I don't.
And so tired won't count for this question, but what's 3 words to describe yourself?
Tired won't count.
That I would describe myself?
Mm-hmm.
Resilient.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, yes. I'm very, because all the shit I went through, if I'm here, I have my family, and it's all on me. Like, nobody taught me this. Nobody. I had no people to look up for.
Nice.
So I'm very resilient. I am very charismatic. I'm funny. 3 words, only 3 words.
That was good.
Yeah, that's it.
Resilient, charismatic, and funny.
Yeah, that's Nayara in a nutshell.
I support that.
I like that.
Yeah.
And what's complicated in your life today?
Losing weight. It's so
I think that's for all of us.
I wanted to lose weight without stopping eating the things I like.
Saying that.
You what, Michelle?
I feel like the last time too, one person said that. I feel like that's been like super common.
Yeah, because we all are foodies and we want to eat, but we don't want the consequences of eating, which is
hard.
weight.
It's hard when acai's like down your street.
And Nayara cooks very well too, so it's really hard for you to cook for everybody not eat.
And I just learned how to cook sushi, so I'm like,
you did?
Yes, 2 videos on YouTube. That's it. So good.
Do you want to talk about your before you go?
Talk about what?
The food thing that you're planning on doing, or you're not putting that out there yet?
Oh no, not yet, because it didn't work out yet.
Back. Part 2 is coming.
Part 2.
Oh no, I wanted to, because I always shared everything. So I used to share some recipes, and then I was trying to make that into like a channel on my account, so people would look forward to have like new recipes.
Brazilian recipes?
Not only Brazilian. I know that frango pakistanese, the Pakistani chicken that because my husband
basically just recipes that she does that
people follow, that people ask me for the recipe.
Well, as an Americanized Brazilian, I'd love to learn some Brazilian dishes. So
yes, I love to cook.
So stay tuned, guys. That might still come out.
Yes,
follow her to stay tuned. Where can people follow you? Where can people follow you?
On now it's Familia Qureshi Reserva, but I'm gonna
add it.
Yeah, just tag me, because it's a very huge name that I had to put because people were trying to hack me.
All right. Well, guys, that's it. That's a wrap for us today with Nayara. We loved having you on. I hope you liked it as much as we did, because we had.
Yes, I did. I love being with you guys.
Sorry.
It's always a great time.
Sorry for all of the shots that we throw at each other here.
It's fine. That's real life. That's all about my thing too. Real life. That's
life.
Yeah.
Getting through it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Making it work.
So
thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you for taking the time from your kids, from your family, from your hubby. I know he's probably not.
Oh, he's like, where's my sexy wife?
Right.
Yeah,
Shout out to Nakama.
He's knocked out as soon as I lay down next to him. He's like, hi.
He's like, that was a
I'm
perfect
ready.
nap.
Oh, that's what happened. He's napping so that he could be like.
That's why people mad.
Oh God.
Well, it's working for you. We're happy.
It is.
Yeah.
I
Well,
love my life. I do. I actually do.
we're happy to see. I personally, because I've been your friend for 10 years, to see you where you are. I think that you're amazing.
Aw.
I think you are resilient, and I think that you are an inspiration for a lot of people out there. And I think that we need more you that are real and honest about life, about the ugly, the good, the bad, and all of it, and without the judgment. I don't think there's a need for the judgment, because that's when people, like Michelle was trying to say on her closure, that some people don't post because they're like, do people even care?
Now.
Right. Do people even care? And if they care, are they going to judge me for who I am? And you're like, I don't really care if you judge me or not. This is who I am.
Yeah.
So, we're proud of you for being who you are and showing that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So that's a wrap for us, guys. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Stay tuned. Bye.
Bye.